Good morning, kiddos. Today I'm going to be reading you one of my favorite stories called Cloudette. And it's written by one of my favorite authors, Tom Lichtenheld. He has so many great books. If you get a chance, check out some of his other magical creations. This is called Cloudette by Tom Lichtenheld. Cloudette by Tom Lichtenheld. Cloudette was a cloud. A very small cloud. See this other cloud compared to Cloudette? That's how small she is. Usually, Cloudette didn't mind being smaller than the average cloud. It says average cloud, Cloudette, and has her measurements compared to a bigger cloud. And over here. In fact, being small had lots of advantages. Everyone called her cute little names. Hi, Pipsqueak. Hey, Shortcake. Morning, Small Fry. She had lots of little friends. Here's a kite that's saying, hey guys, what's up? The bird says, us. Cloudette, she says, tee-hee, which is a way to write a laugh. And the little squirrel says, that's nutty. A squirrel saying that's nutty. That's funny. No matter how crowded it was, she could always find a good spot to watch fireworks. Look at those pretty fireworks. There she is, in between the bigger clouds. This is something I really love about Tom Lichtenheld. He often will separate his stories with lines or boxes to separate two different parts of that page. And he'll often do all those little side writings where the characters are talking. Often is what's happening with this little tiny writing within the story of that page. I love right here where Cloudette is squeezing between two giraffe necks and it says, excuse me. So that's the writing on the side compared to the writing in the text. It said, she could sneak through tight spaces. Excuse me. Hide in small places. I can't find her anywhere. Me either. She's laughing again. Tee. And she even had a special little space that always made her feel cozy at night. Oh, sleeping on that moon. Oh, isn't she a special little cloud? I love Cloudette. But once in a while, all the other clouds would run off to do something big and important. Come on, Cloudette, join our cold front. We're gonna make a huge storm. Yeah, we're gonna water some crops and make some mighty rivers flow. No thanks, I'll just watch from here. There's those big clouds doing those big important jobs. Cloudette could see them in the distance doing all sorts of important cloud things. This made her want to do big and important things too. She wanted to make a garden grow. She wanted to make a brook babble. She wanted to make a waterfall. And she thought nothing would be more fun than giving some kids a day off from school, like a snow day. See, here's another way. Instead of just a line like on the page with the giraffe, he does kind of a little box showing that this is a different part of the story as the other part that's on the same page. I love that about Tom's writing. Makes it very interesting that way, the way he sets up his pages. One night, Cloudette lay wide awake wondering what she could do that was big and important. Have you ever been like Cloudette? And laid awake at night, thinking and wondering what big important things you can do? I bet some of you have. She thought maybe she could work for the fire department. So she's asking right here, and he says, sorry, we just got a brand new pumper truck. And then right here, or maybe they needed some help down at the garden center. Sorry, these plants take tons of water. So they're telling her no thank you. But nobody seemed to need her. So this says car wash, spiffy in a jiffy. I love that, spiffy in a jiffy. And he's saying, sorry, it's all done by machines. Cloudette, was feeling blue. Look at that poor little Cloudette. Feeling blue. I know many of us have felt blue before. She's feeling very blue. No one's needing her at the moment. She wants to do big and important things. Let's read and find out what happens with Cloudette. Oh my goodness. The next day, there was a big storm in Cloudette's neighborhood. The sky got dark, the rain came down like cats and dogs, and the wind blew harder than she'd ever seen wind blow before. Uh-oh, see the spiral lines Tom Lichtenheld drew? Yeah, it's blowing her out of her normal neighborhood. Let's see what happens. When the storm finally stopped, Cloudette realized she'd been blown far from her neighborhood. She didn't know anyone here. See the cabin with the smoke that's coming up out of the chimney? She comes up to talk to the smoke. Is the smoke the same as a cloud? Will it answer back if she talks to it? And they didn't seem eager to get to know her. She's saying, hello, hi, howdy, how you doing? But they're not answering her. I bet that confuses her or makes her feel bad. But pretty soon she was making new friends and seeing things she'd never seen before. Welcome to our neck of the woods, small fry. What a cute little cumulus. Have you seen our new pal? Barely. Barely. Yep, so this cloud says, welcome to our neck of the woods, small fry. The bald eagle says, what a cute little cumulus. Because she's a cumulus cloud. And the bear says, barely. Clever, Tom Lichtenheld. Then she heard something she'd never heard before. Ribbit. What's gonna be on the next page? Oh no, look at that. It's a frog on a lily pad in the middle of what was once a pond. It's been dried up. She looked down at what was supposed to be a pond, but was really just a puddle of mud. Now, if you know anything about ponds, we've been reading some pond stories. We know that there are a lot of animals that depend on the water of a pond. Without that pond, what would happen to those frogs? I think you're right. What happened to your pond, Froggy? It dried up and now it's more like a puddle than a pond. This gave Cloudette an idea. Here she's saying, more like a brainstorm, actually. An idea, but it's a big one. It's a brainstorm. Get it? Because a cloud will storm. Oh, here she is. Oh, she's trying so hard. Can you guess what she's doing? Can you predict what she's doing? What do you know about gray clouds? Yeah, they rain on us, right? Those gray clouds are a big sign we're going to have some rain coming. Ooh, are you wondering why she needs to work so hard to make herself rain? Are you thinking about those frogs right now? Yeah. She held her breath until she started to puff up all over. Then she turned a nice blue-gray color. Then she turned a nice blue-gray color. She kept growing until it looked like she was ready to burst. She shook her behind until it made a little rumbling sound. Not quite what you'd call thunder, but enough to let people know they might want to grab an umbrella. Then she did what she'd wanted to do for ages. Look at all that hard work. Ooh, she put her mind to it. She thought, I better save those frogs. I might be a small cloud, but I can do big things. And saving those pond animals like those frogs, that's a big thing. Oh, this is my favorite when books do this, when authors turn their books for the rest of this, or one page of the story. So here is a big Cloudette. She's made herself ready to rain, and Tom Lichtenheld has his words rain down the page, and it says, she let it rain. And look at what the rain is dropping on. Yeah, on that pond, look at that. Oh, I love it when authors do that. Just makes it so much more exciting. Look at that. Cloudette rained on that little puddle until it grew into a big puddle. And she kept raining until that big puddle grew into a perfect pond. Look beautiful that is. That's because of Cloudette. Look at all the frogs and think about all the other animals that live near or in a pond that she saved with her rain. As soon as she stopped, frogs of every stripe and spot came jumping into the pond. I love this page. They all let out a big thank you in unison, but in frog, thank you sounds like this. Ribbit. Cloudette was exhausted. Look at that exhausted face, but happy. And there's a little asterisk here, and it says thank you in frog. Here's a little asterisk right here to tell you that that's what it's talking about. Ribbit is thank you in frog. All those little details that Tom does, that makes this book so interesting. Oh, remember, is this a moose? There he is. Tom Lichtenheld also writes, Is This a Moose? Where the duck is making a movie about moose, if you've heard that one. I love that about Tom. He brings all his characters from his other stories into his other books. All right, let's read. Even the higher-ups were impressed, which got her thinking. Let's see what they're saying. Nice work, Cloudy. Yeah, way to water. Prodigious precipitation, pipsqueak. That was some righteous rain. We knew you had it in you. She just had to believe it herself. I'll bet there are other big important things a little cloud can do. Do you see her little thought bubble? Now she's thinking to herself, I might be a little cloud, but boy, can I do big things. Sounds like a lot of kindergartners I know. Might be little, but boy, can you do big things. And off she went. And here she is. It says the end. But oh my goodness, this picture is telling more story. What is the next big thing she went to go do? Oh my goodness. You know, this next week is supposed to be very hot. I would love to find a little cloud that can make a watering hole for me to sit in. That would be lovely. Oh, Cloudette. I love it. Cloudette by Tom Lichtenheld. Go check him out. He's amazing. And go do those big things, my little friends. Until next time. Bye-bye.